Explorations, I think, are addressing two main things. In school, they're making education fun, exciting and engaging. Beyond school, what employers tell us is that many young people are coming into the workplace possibly with good grades, but not really able to function effectively in the more open-ended, complex environment of the workplace. And what we're seeking to do for Explorations is really give young people the skills to be successful. We really wanted students to be much more involved in driving their own learning than in a conventional curriculum.
I guess it's like a new way of learning, kind of. It's not traditional way of learning. It's putting a lot of different subjects into one.
When we learn through Explorations, we have a project and it's really fun to have something to build up to.
An exploration is a term-long interdisciplinary inquiry project. It is interdisciplinary because students work on multiple subjects, and it's inquiry-based because students answer compelling questions or real-world problems.
So we're designing a sensory garden, which we're going to put outside something called the 6 to 8 building, which is where we do our explorations.
In the sensory garden, we have got students to connect the topic by taking them to Kew Gardens.
Looking at the sensory gardens, them starting at Kew, and they love it, but how does a design come to be, or how does a place come to exist?
We kind of took inspiration from another kind of sensory garden.
The greenhouses were amazing to see. We learned a lot about what plants we might put in our sensory garden.
You could feel the atmosphere, and they were just such beautiful exotic plants.
They have constructed knowledge on data, surveys and analysis, and also on the science behind senses, and they've used this knowledge to feed into their design.
We get to learn about how sounds and tastes impact our senses and our well-being.
Like what sounds calm you, what sounds slow down your heartbeat, and what sounds we would like to play in our sensory garden.
They do understand all they've been doing in well-being, and they're able to draw from science and what you did with the perma and the maths. I think they need a tangible thing to attach the theory to.
We get to go around making wood models, and I made like a decking for the sensory garden on a model.
When they make their model, when they justify what they've done, they need to have that with the PERMA model, some science in there, using the statistics they've got to produce that. And even if they probably have missed out a bit and say, well, actually, we could have done this because, or, you know, but in their reflections, they can actually try and put those things together.
During Explorations, we reflect on our learning.
It helps us going forward because you can see like what you've done and what you could improve on and what you could like do the next project that will make it better.
They will contribute to the final outcome by producing a model which will be exhibited to parents and presented to the school council and the landscape architect who will build it in due course.
Today we finished with an exhibition because it's a really great opportunity for the kids to take pride in their work and show it to an audience. We just think that having that sense of occasion about it really sort of elevates their ability to share what they've done, reflect on their learning and talk to their parents about it.
The purpose of today is so that builders and like designers and architects and landscapers can go around and look at everybody's ideas and choose the best things from everyone's to make an actual garden.
Like all the little elements from different people's designs.
To deliver Explorations as teachers, we need to collaborate very closely to plan the interdisciplinary content and make sure that the subjects are connected in a genuine way. We carefully embed creative thinking, collaboration and communication into Explorations and ask students to self-assess and reflect on these skills.
We, as parents, have always been very, very positive to project-based learning because it's so much more representative of what actual application of skills are beyond school.
So it definitely helps to grow confidence, learning to work with people.
I find it easier to like work with other people. Yeah, like everyone get their ideas across and make sure it like actually works.
When we're given a task, I think we're less reliant on others because we know that when we're given a task, we have to go straight onto it and we take stuff into our own hands.
The thing that I enjoy most about Explorations is seeing the students' final outcomes when they go that extra mile. And it might be a student who, in a traditional classroom, they might struggle with learning in that environment, but then in Explorations, they just really take it to another level.
free will comes with responsibility, and it makes us more independent, and that can help in life.
You feel like you've achieved more, I guess.
I'm definitely more confident in working in groups and working by myself.
Yeah, I'm the same as her.